Texas Prison Story Family Salute. Your boy Tim Snow back here with a little prison story, a little bit of news that happened. And, I got a million stories that I've never told. Sometimes it gets hard to talk about that stuff. It literally puts you back in that mindset of a prisoner, convict, criminal, and all that. And where I'm at in my life right now is kind of tough to do. But the homie Rascal from the Homie Hangout, his YouTube channel, if y'all haven't seen it, go check it out. He literally sent me an article last night that kicked me right back there, I swear. Because when I was at Beaumont Medium, I met a cat from Arkansas, and I seen him doing real well there. I mean, he had everything. Cigarettes, he had all the drugs. He could get you a phone, he could get you whatever you need. And I'm talking about literally would take orders. And I would always wonder how in the hell is he doing it? Like literally he was the man. And he wasn't even from Texas. So, nobody in prison really trusts each other, especially not right away. So I wasn't going to ask him. It wasn't my business. But after a while, I started noticing him not having anything. Him being dry and literally having to get stuff from other people. So I started getting curious. You know what I mean? Talked to him one day. We say hi and bye, stuff like that. Hey, how you doing? But I talked to him one day, and I'm like, bro, what's up? You want to smoke the cigarette? He's like, yeah, man, I appreciate that. I ain't got nothing right now. We went in my cell, and I said, yeah, I noticed you haven't been having anything. Everything straight? You good? And he just kind of got quiet for a minute. He looked at me and said, man, bro, no, it's not good. I don't know what I'm going to do, man. I need some help. Looking at him thinking, need some help? Well, I wasn't really asking for that reason, but I said, well, what you mean, man? Like, what kind of help? He said, look, the whole reason I'm in the feds, bro, is because I got caught flying stuff into a state prison with a drone. He said they hit us with a conspiracy, and literally now I'm stuck in here. He said I had somebody from Beaumont flying them in with me, but they got scared. They were literally out there, and the cops came by, and they just said they don't want to do it no more. So I've been stuck ever since. So I know you live right by the prison. You're from down here. You got connections. Think you want to get in on it? I looked at him like, what? Flying shit in with a drone? Are you serious right now? He said, I'm serious, man. It works every time. He said, the only way we got caught was somebody told on us. He said, we had too many people in our business. I'm looking at him like, trying to read him and figure out if he's serious or not. But he was. And the amount of stuff that he was bringing in and having was literally out not even too many homeboys right there. Man, I said, I don't know, bro. I said, like, how much money are we talking about? He said, man, I was making 10 grand a week, man. He said, you can get somebody to fly the drone in. I can get everything to them. I just need a pilot. So they literally got to get dropped off on the freeway, go hide in the woods, and we use the drones they use for fishing. They literally fly the bait out and drop it off when they shark fish. I said, bro, the only person I know that would even try that is my chick. And she can't even drive a car right. She stays crashing. How the hell is she going to drive a drone? He said, man, think about it, man. Think about it. And I swear, it didn't even sound that appealing to me. But when we're talking 5,000 cash a week, or real money that you can send home, you start thinking about things you shouldn't. You know what I mean? That's real facts. So the next weekend on visitation, I'm literally there talking to my ex-chick. And I'm like, say, baby, we got a crazy shot right now. She's like, what do you mean? I said, man, we can buy a brand new house, new cars, all kind of shit from in here. I said, but you're going to have to do your part too. And she didn't even seem slightly interested. not even a little bit. She said, man, you're crazy. You trying to get me put in here with you? I'm like, no, that's not what I'm trying to do, but that is what can happen. And she said, hell no, whatever you're talking about, Tim, I don't want to do it. But what are you talking about? So I say, well, there's a man on my wing that's been flying stuff in with a drone. He needs you to be the pilot. She said, fly a drone? Man, you're out of your damn mind. There's no way. I said, that's what I figured. I don't even know why I asked you. My fault. So literally, we changed the subject. We go back on just visiting, I go back to the wing. He waits a little while and comes to talk to me. He's like, bro, did you ask your chick about the drone? And I said, man, the first mention of that, she shut me down. There's no way. I don't even know why I was thinking about that, man. Getting somebody that I love put in here with me for some money, bro. I said, that's why I'm in here in the first place, being greedy. And he just was like, damn. All right, man, don't worry about it. So we really didn't talk about that ever again. We smoked a few cigarettes together after that. And that was about it. That was the extent of us kicking it. You know what I mean? But I'll be damned if about 3 months later, he didn't start hitting again. And I'm looking at him like, oh, so you found that pilot then, didn't you? But of course, I didn't go ask nothing. It wasn't my business. And the rest of the time that I was there, dude was hitting like crazy. And he was definitely making that money that he said he was, no doubt. Phones were $2,500. One carton of cigarettes was $400. Marijuana was probably $1,200 an ounce in there, stuff like that. And he was bringing in everything, hard drugs, soft drugs, contraband, or whatever. And the rest of the time when I seen him hitting, I used to think, man, I was that close to making that money. And then when I left, he was still doing it. So I'm thinking, man, this is crazy. Literally, they're getting away with it. But you know what? I literally seen this. It happened a couple days ago. Check it out. Can you see it? It says, man accused of using drone to smuggle contraband into a prison. A Houston man has been indicted on charges accusing him of trying to use a heavy-duty drone to drop forbidden items at a federal prison in Texas. Beaumont, Texas. A Houston man was indicted on charges accusing him of trying to use a heavy drone to drop a bag of forbidden items into a federal prison in Texas, authorities announced Tuesday. Federal officials unsealed an indictment charging, say his name, with 2 counts of unlawfully flying aircraft. Each count is punishable by up to 3 years in prison. At a news conference in Beaumont, U.S. Attorney Britt Featherson said there was no evidence that Turner succeeded in delivering the contraband with his drone, but there have been such cases of items being dropped by drones into the federal complex south of Beaumont. Photos displayed during the news conference show Turner's accused of trying to deliver wire cutters and other tools, as well as money, cell phones, cell phone chargers, and bulk amounts of tobacco. This is the 3rd federal case involving smuggling attempts by drones to be charged in the area. Around the country, drones used in smuggling into prisons has been on the rise. A multi-agency investigation of the use of drones to deliver contraband into prisons continue now. The Biden administration has called on Congress to expand authority for federal and local governments to take action to counter these and other nefarious uses of drones, which are growing security concern and nuisance in this country. Turner was to remain jailed without bond pending a Thursday detention hearing. According to court records, a message left for him by his public defender was not immediately returned. Violence at the Beaumont prison, including a January 31st gang fight that left 2 inmates dead and 2 others injured, led to a nationwide lockdown of federal prisons. 7 inmates who are members of MS-13 gang were charged with attacking and killing members of the Mexican Mafia and its affiliates, the Sureños. Before that, security measures at the minimum and medium security section of the complex had become so lax that law enforcement officials privately joked about the seemingly open door policy. An inspector general's report prompted officials to build a fence around the prison, repair broken doors, add to upgrade video cameras, and install additional lights. So it's looking like they finally got caught. Well, they probably made $1 million before. And that's the third time somebody got caught doing it. I literally thought it was too good to be true, and it was. But nothing lasts forever. And now that man that flew the drone in is facing three-year counts that they're going to stack. So he's probably going to do 9 years in the feds. All I can say is I hope he made enough money to make it worth it, because that's literally going to be a lot of commissary money he's got to spend, a lot of days lost at work or hustling or whatever he was doing out there, y'all. Crazy situation.